This module explains how to move, resize, and adjust objects. Any object can be moved by clicking on it, then clicking and dragging. Objects can be resized by clicking the white square on the boundaries, then clicking and dragging. Alternatively, objects can be resized and repositioned manually. Note that this object's shape kind is round. Although the visible elements are only part of the object, its boundary and background area may be larger. To select another object, hold the Control button on the keyboard while clicking on it. The shortcut Ctrl+A or the right-click menu option Select All or Select All the same type can also be used to select objects. Selection can be cleared by choosing the corresponding option. When selecting objects by clicking and dragging the mouse from right to left, only objects fully inside the selection area will be selected. When dragging from left to right, all objects intersecting the selection area will be selected, even if only partially covered. To prevent changes to position or size, right-click on the object and select one of the lock functions. This locks the size and position of the object. Once locked, the object cannot be dragged or resized using the mouse. However, the height can still be adjusted for all objects via the Properties panel. To unlock an object's position and size, right-click and choose the Unlock function. Select the yellow rectangle, right-click, and select Hide and then Covering Objects. The blue ellipse will be hidden because it was covering the yellow rectangle. To make the ellipse visible again, right-click and choose Unhide All. Go back to the figure and select Order. Options include Move Upper, Lower, On Top or to Bottom. When an object is moved to the top, the layer value in Properties will change. Changing the layer value to -1 will place the rectangle beneath the ellipse. To group objects together, select All Objects, right-click, and choose Grouping and then Group. Alternatively, the shortcut Ctrl+G can be used. Within a group, properties for individual shapes can be changed. Shared properties among objects in the group are displayed in bold. To temporarily ungroup objects, right-click and select Ungroup temporarily in the Grouping section. After this, objects can be moved or resized individually. To finish, right-click, select Grouping and choose Group again. The objects will now behave as a group. To permanently ungroup, right-click any object, select Grouping and choose Ungroup or use the shortcut Ctrl+U. Once ungrouped, their positions relative to each other can be adjusted. Right-click on the selected objects and choose Align to. Positioning can be set as absolute based on the most protruding object or the first selected object. Use Ctrl to ensure the first selection. Selecting left, absolute, will align all objects to the leftmost point of the selection. Next, right-click again and choose Move to and then Left. This will move the selected object to the left, placing it where the previous object ends. The same process applies to the second and third objects. The next option is to justify the objects. Right-click and select Justify. Justification can be vertical, placing the middle shape between the first and last. The final option is to center the objects. Centering options include placing objects on top of each other or centering them horizontally or vertically. All actions are easily accessible from the top bar of the application.